Jose Baez is a megastar in criminal justice whose former clients, as I mentioned, include another ex-footballer, Aaron Hernandez, as well as Casey Anthony. It's great to have you on the show, Jose. It's nice to see you again, too.
It's great seeing you. It's been a long time.
Oh, my gosh, the time we spent in that Orlando courtroom together, months and months on end, getting to know each other. Lovely to see you after all these years. Let me just ask you right off the bat, do you think that Mark Sanchez, as famous as he is going to get a fair shake in the criminal justice system?
I certainly hope so. I don't know how many fans he has in Indianapolis, but I can tell you there's something about this case that rubs me the wrong way. I'm not exactly sure it's being covered the way perhaps it should be, or the questions that are being asked, or the right questions are being asked, I should say.
So tell me, what do you mean by that?
Well, it doesn't make any sense if you even the way you explained it. I mean, to have what does Mark Sanchez care about where a truck driver parks? That doesn't make any sense. This certainly could be a situation where two guys got into it, and one had two weapons, and the other one, of course, was younger and got the best of them. So it's really too soon to tell. But a lot of the evidence just doesn't match up as far as I'm concerned. Mr. Tole's the one who brought a knife to a fist fight, as well as pepper spray. So no one's asking him any questions, of course, and that's because, of course, he got beat up. But this could be a very solid self-defense case for Mr. Sanchez as well.
So interesting you say that, because I was so flummoxed as to how they charged so quickly. But as it turns out, there is a lot of surveillance video in between these two fancy hotels. And I think the police got their hands on the surveillance video very quickly, and it matched up with what Mr. Tole was saying, which, I mean, even as a defense attorney, you got to admit, ugh, those are bad facts for Sanchez.
Well, I haven't seen any of that released. I just see him bloodied walking down the street. I think that they can release some of that video, especially if they're releasing others, as well as other photographs and other images. So, especially in a case like this, I've seen and had cases out of Indianapolis, so I know that law enforcement does release video during the pendency of a case. It's not something that's specifically being withheld. I mean, specifically being withheld for a legal reason. I've seen it released before.
Yeah, and hey, not for lack of trying. We're trying our damnedest to get our hands on that, as is every other media outlet, this side of Indianapolis. But I do want to ask you about the toxicology. I was sort of, I don't know, confused by prosecutors waiting on toxicology. That's usually something we want to know for dead people, not for people who are charged with felonies, because you tell me, you're the lawyer. As I understand it, it doesn't matter to nobody if you were drunk or high committing a felony, right?
No, it doesn't. But, I think what the reason why they're actually requesting it is to counter any potential defenses of self-defense. So if you can have a determination as to what his blood alcohol level was, you can actually make arguments as to how impaired Mr. Sanchez actually was. And there's another thing that might also possibly come out in this, and that is, you mentioned he was at a bar previously. His drink could have been spiked by someone. He could have had something in his drink, and that might have affected his memory. There are any number of things that could have happened in that bar that perhaps tell the rest of the story. And of course, as a criminal defense lawyer, one of the first things that I would be asking is, he's at the hospital, you can draw his blood, and in fact, it probably did draw his blood. So why didn't you test it? So I think they're doing their due diligence on that end.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.